All right, in every relationship, disagreements are sure to come along sooner or later. But how you handle those arguments is the real challenge because let's face it, how do you argue with someone that you love and hope to continue to love? Relationship expert Natasha Sharma is here to show us how to have a good argument. Welcome, Natasha. Good to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me.
Is there such a thing as a good argument?
I think there's a good way to have one, or maybe
Okay.
a better way. Having an argument or conflict isn't very comfortable, and for that reason, a lot of people will avoid it. So one of the first things to keep in mind is to actually not avoid conflict and to speak up and have the courage to confront the issues as the disagreements that you have.
And that's your first tip. Speak up. Don't avoid conflict.
And don't shut down. So a lot of people that I see will actually shut down or do silent treatments, and that just builds up this internal resentment and anger. If you don't actually voice the concerns or the complaints or the issues that are on the table, it just kind of piles up inside. It can lead to a strong feeling of resentment and anger.
Next tip is to be a patient listener. You say that you have to have a fair argument. You have to be a patient listener. Why the word patient inserted there?
It's really hard to do. Listening, it sounds like easy advice. It's very difficult to listen to someone, especially when we're in conflict with them because we feel so much protection over what we think is right. We feel like we're right. So listening to the other person is difficult. And we're also very quick to defend because we're going back to that. It's coming from that mindset, I'm right, you're wrong. So if we can kind of be aware of that and just kind of tone it down, give each other an opportunity to speak without interruption. It doesn't mean that you're agreeing with everything, but you're hearing them out.
This next tip really important because this is the one that can escalate things or take them in the wrong direction really quickly, which is don't be disrespectful. You say arguments get ugly because of tone that we can take on with one another.
Yes. So, I mean, these are total communication killers. Things like insulting, criticizing, expressing disdain or contempt. And it happens sometimes, you know, there's like a buildup that can happen. Absolutely. So it's important to try as best as possible. I mean, if it happens once in a while, it's okay, but also backtracking from that and recognizing it. If you do kind of say something that's below the belt to your partner, own it, recognize it, apologize, make sure that you understand that it's not appropriate and how they might feel from it.
This last step is important, and that is to find a resolution. How can you arrive at one when, what you're discussing seems so insurmountable?
I don't think that we necessarily have to always have a resolution. And I think there's this old saying, don't go to sleep angry with your partner. And I actually don't agree with that. I think sometimes you can do that, and sometimes it's actually important to not shut down and run away from a conflict for days on end, but to maybe take a break. And it is okay to go to bed angry. It is okay to maybe not have a resolution, but to instead focus what you can agree on wherever possible and work towards some kind of a solution together. That problem solving is part of what it means to be a couple and do it together.
Great tips, how to have a good argument, how to argue well. Thank you so much, Natasha.
Thanks for having me.
All right, if you'd like to learn more, and you probably should, head to our website, yourmorning.ca. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.